Player 2 has joined the game.
Hey, yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 40 of the Two Player Co-op Podcast. As always, I'm one of your hosts here, Kev. Along with my brother from my mother, Sean.
This is episode 40 or 40?
I'm going to get you a 30, you a 30, and me a 40. This is the Conan O'Brien episode.
I think it's just
Conan.
not Conan.
I know, but it's Conan. It's not like it's Conan the Barbarian. It's Conan the Barbarian. It's always confusing. How you doing, sir, on this fine Tuesday night? We're recording on a Tuesday again because we couldn't miss the...
preempted for a debate.
Yeah.
Who'd have thunk?
Feels like this was be how the WWE feels when the Westminster Dog shows on.
Does that still happen?
Yeah.
No, but I mean, does wrestling still get delayed?
Yeah.
Really? I remember that back in
Well,
the Attitude Era.
No, you're right. No, it doesn't.
Okay.
It doesn't anymore.
I'm well. I'm a little, I'm feeling every bit of 31, almost 32 years old. I played dodgeball a few days ago for the first time in probably about 2 years for the Memphis Corporate Games tournament, whatever thing. I feel better today, but yesterday was not good.
You sent me the funniest message, I gotta say.
I told him that the episode of Seinfeld where Kramer wears the skinny jeans to some audition and he can't get them off, and then he babysits the kid and he's walking around like Frankenstein.
What was his friend's name? Mickey?
Mickey.
Mickey, yeah.
This guy's trying to let me in.
This guy's just... Bugs Bunny.
But yeah, I'm walking around like Frankenstein. A little better today. It's more of just, everything's just kind of tight, not so much painful. But yeah, the second day is always the worst, so yesterday was terrible. Today, a little better. Tomorrow, probably a little bit better. Yeah, I'm getting old. I have a half marathon to run in a few months.
You should probably start training for that, by the way. Shout out.
It's too damn hot. Actually, today
it's not hot anymore.
We're
Just
gonna
went
need
running
to
this morning. It was beautiful.
turn the heat on here pretty soon. But
Yeah. Now we're just...
no, if we weren't podcasting tonight, I probably would have. Well, I would have gone for a run tonight
You
because I can barely walk. But it would have been a good night for it.
It's nice to think that you would, but it wouldn't have happened. Correct, is how I would say it. I'm pretty good. Went away for the weekend. Shout out to mom and dad and you. Thank you for the hookup there. No kids. Went to a wedding in North Carolina in Indian Beach. It was a lot of fun.
Did you raise up?
Okay, I didn't take my shirt off and twist around like a helicopter at the reception like I thought I would. Mostly because it was just hot as balls, and it was a beach wedding, and the sun had just gone down, or was like it was like 5 o'clock, so the sun was low in the sky, beating on us. The wind completely stopped by the time the wedding started. I missed the memo that for a beach wedding it's supposed to be super casual. Like, I didn't wear a jacket, but I still had a shirt and tie, and some people were showing up to this in shorts and stuff. And I'm like, what am I doing? I think that's way too casual. But
No, I went to a beach wedding. I think a couple. That was almost bad.
that was almost
Couple years, 2 years ago, I think. And I think I wore a shirt and tie, and I don't think.
I didn't think it was out of the...
I think plenty of people.
Now, there were a couple people that were wearing a full suit. I'm like, I feel sorry for you.
I would say unless they specify, you don't just assume, oh, beach, so I'm going to wear shorts and a button up, sleeves rolled up, Hasselhoff unbuttoned. I think you need to wait for the official, if they tell you it's casual.
If they tell you it's Hasselhoff dress code, then go.
Right.
I did meet a guy that was the bride's boss. His name was Vince, and he was pretty much straight up like Hasselhoff in it. It was hilarious. He was from California. He was typical California. He was a lawyer. He was telling me how his kids do modeling and how much they make, and I got stuck talking to him, and Jess was laughing at me from across the bar, and there was not enough Corona in the world.
Open bar?
Yes, but beer and wine, no liquor. And the thing is, we Ubered there and Ubered back, and I did not even need to, because I don't know how, I probably had 7, 8, 9 Coronas, in just 2-3 hours. But it was so hot that I just sweated. I swat. I swat. I swat it all out. But yeah, I did not feel the effects of it, so I could have just driven. So that was a waste of money. But better to be safe than sorry.
Well, got. So there should be swat. You swat.
It was a lot of fun. That's good.
Was there reception outside?
Reception was also outside. Well, I mean, the bar was inside. The seating was outside. It was really a pretty place and everything. Once the sun went down, it was nice. Got a little breeze going and stuff. So it was a lot of fun. We spent Saturday before the wedding just chilling on the beach. It was almost deserted at the condo we were sitting at. It was just, we were staying at. I mean, it was amazing. I almost thought I was going to have to buy an iPhone 7 because we're sitting in the chairs. And it's one of those where you can never tell how far up that water is going to come. And you're sitting there because you want to get your toes in the water. Butt in the sand. Yeah. And I had my toes in the water, and then all of a sudden, this water comes up. And I'm like, okay, it's getting close. And then it just like keeps coming, and it gets to the point where it hits your feet and it splashes, and you're sitting in a low chair. I'm like, no! So I get up, and my phone had got splashed, but it was in my pocket, in my trunks, and they're kind of they're the kind where they don't really get wet. The water just kind of beads off them. So I think that saved it. But at that point, I was like, well, I guess I'm going to have to get an iPhone 7 after all. I was going to wait for the 10th anniversary, but it seems like it's okay.
I would like to wait, but I don't think my phone's going to make it.
I don't know if the mine is
battery's getting worse and worse.
But I mean, you can get a new battery for like $50. But my phone isn't bent. Like
I don't know if you take my phone apart if it'll go back together. Though.
Oh, that's true because of said bent.
Yes.
Bend. Bont.
Yes.
Grammar lessons with a two-player co-op podcast. A couple items here that I want to talk about. This just got announced today. Breaking news. PSX is happening December 3rd and 4th in Anaheim this time. So just outside LA, not Vegas, not San Francisco like it was last year. So that means kind of funny guys are going to have to, if they're going to go, they're going to have to actually travel. I know Colin hates that. We won't be there. I wish we would unless somebody wants to sponsor us. Hey, we're talking to you. I also did see on Twitter, Jeff Keighley revealed he's doing this live show on Thursdays, every Thursday, with YouTube Gaming. And I guess on his show today, he was like periscoping or something, getting ready for doing behind the scenes stuff for it. And he announced that Kojima will be at the VGAs. Shocker. So just like what I said is going to happen, there's going to be a new trailer there.
When is that?
It's always right around there. So it's either just after PSX or just before.
Okay.
He hasn't set an official date yet that I know of, but he did say it. Apparently Kojima will be there. They're best buddies. Knew he was going to be there, especially after Kojima got screwed out of being there last year because Konami
held him hostage.
You're awesome. We're coming off of a horrible sports weekend.
Yeah, not good.
If you don't know, if you're not a sports fan, you might have heard Jose Fernandez, Marlins pitcher, 24 years old, great kid, great person, defected from Cuba, came here with his mother, brought his grandmother over. Loved life, randomly died in a boating accident. His 32-foot boat, which was called Caught Looking, which is a great name for a boat because he's a pitcher, and it's spelled with a K, and the K was backwards, like a strike three looking. He was out late. He hit a jetty, and his boat flipped. And did you ever see the picture of it?
I saw one picture.
Oh my God. They said they found him and one of his friends right like underneath the boat in shallow water. But they said the impact killed him. They didn't have life jackets on. My first thought is, how do you not have life jackets on? But I'm like, what am I talking about? Every time I go out on a boat, if I've been on John and Cindy's boat or Todd and Amy's boat or whatever, I never have a life jacket on.
If I'm on like a speedboat or something, I'm putting a life jacket on.
Yeah.
If I'm just on a casual boat, I went out on my buddy's boat. Shout out to Steve. I don't know if he watches. Back in Connecticut all the time. We never wore life jackets. And I mean, that thing he probably never got up above, I don't know, 20 miles an hour. I don't know. But like not a speedboat by any means.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if you saw the stories today. There's this great article Parrish put up on Facebook. I don't know if you saw it about the last hours. One of his friends was texting Jose's buddy saying, do not let him go out on that boat tonight. I guess he had just had a fight with his girlfriend. His girlfriend is pregnant with their child. Now the kid's never going to know their dad. But he was texting his friend like, don't let him go out on that boat tonight. he had a bad, and like he has a screenshot of when he was texting the guy like at 12:30 in the morning, like don't go out on that boat. And the guy sent him back and said, "It's not my time to go. I know we're going to be safe." And the guy also had a tattoo. Now I can't remember what it said. But yeah, like the guy had a bad feeling about it, and then all this happened. It's just horrible, just so sad. And then everything Monday night. So they canceled their game Sunday. They played Monday night. D. Gordon led off the game with a home run. First home run. He's only had 8 home runs in his career. First home run of the season. He hasn't hit one over 320 something plate appearances. Did Bartolo Colon groove it for him? I mean, yeah, 85-mile-an-hour fastball right over the middle. But Bartolo Colon is an awesome person and baseball player, and that's another reason why. He rounded the bases. By the time he got to home plate, he was just bawling his eyes out. It was they did such a good job honoring him and everything. I just can't imagine. I can't imagine going through that. I feel so bad for his family and everything. It's just what was crazy was Sunday morning. We were watching TV in the condo, getting ready to pack up and go out and just do shopping and do whatever for the day before we headed back to Memphis. And I came out of the shower. I just got dressed or whatever, and SportsCenter was playing. And I heard Hannah Storm say, "Breaking news, Jose Fernandez has died in a boating accident." And I just stopped. And I was like I just stood there looking at the TV with my mouth open. I dropped my towel or whatever was in my hand. Like, this kid, if you've ever watched him play baseball, he's so full of life and everything. And Jess was she was sitting on the couch. She was taken aback too. And I could feel her looking at me. And I asked her later, and she's like, I was like, was I just, like my eyes were popping out of my head, or what was it? She said, no, it's just like, you're always the first to know anything. Like, I'm on Twitter, or Rasan and I, we late each other if we get news before the other one or whatever.
Right.
And she's like, she's just never seen me actually find out something when it happens. Because I always know before anybody else. And that just broke right then. And she said it was just crazy to actually see me when something I really cared about was breaking. It was just, I guess that is kind of weird.
Yeah, you say he was, so full of life and everything. And I'm sure you've seen, you probably saw it before, but over the last couple of days, everybody's been sharing the GIF of.
I'll post-production it in here where, like the article where the guy says it's GIF, but continue.
Graphic interchange format.
Owner calls it GIF, but anyways.
The animated picture of
format.
Was it somebody that hits like a line drive and he just snagged it and he just stopped after like 10 feet and was like, and you just see him mouth like, "Did you catch that?" And he's like, "Yeah, I did."
Yeah. And it's like, even like he got into, there was a thing last week where, I think it was last week, I don't remember who, if they were playing the Braves or something, but there was like, he hit somebody and he got a warning, whatever. He came up to bat the next time and they threw behind him and the benches kind of cleared or something. And Jose was like, no, I'm good. It's okay. Like, I get it. I hit your guy. I understand. No. He's like, just hit me here. Don't hit me here. Just don't hit me in the head. Like, I get it. Like, he wasn't like, "Oh, F you. You're going to come at me? Let's go." He wasn't like that kind of person.
Yeah.
Hearing everybody tell these stories about him, it's just, it makes it even more heartbreaking.
Yeah, lost a good one.
Not only that, Arnold Palmer passed away. A little bit different circumstances, 87 years old, but probably the second or third best golfer that ever lived and one of the absolute class acts in sports. So RIP Arnold. I know you guys don't turn into to talk about sports, but.
And in honor of him, we're drinking Arnold Palmer's. No, this is a
7 and 7. But we love you, Arnold.
To Arnold and Jose.
Yep. And I hope Jack lives a long time. Nicholas. By the way,
80? Or is he in the 60s?
You were the same as me growing up, right? Well,
yep.
You used to get Jack Nicholson and Jack Nicklaus confused. Okay.
Just for a while, but I eventually.
I figured it out.
Whenever I hear Jack Nicklaus, I know it's the golfer. But sometimes still when I hear Jack Nicholson, I have to think, wait, is that the golfer? But yeah, I did the same thing.
That's like one of the producers here in Memphis for ESPN 92.9. His name is Ben Hogan, and his Twitter handle is Not the Golfer, which is just phenomenal because Ben Hogan is another one of the best golfers that ever lived.
Right.
So this Ben Hogan is not the golfer. I just think that's awesome. I could do my My handle is not the Notre Dame AD. I don't think anybody even knows that the Notre Dame AD was named Kevin White.
Or not the Chicago Bears.
And it's more than 50. Yeah, not the Chicago WR. Maybe that's what. Not the. Ooh, that's 15. That would work. But I kind of like Kevin White. Clash of Champions was this weekend. I didn't get to see much of it because I was flying back. You watched it with the boys. You and Noah you did the predictions. You and Noah tied, I think. What did you think of the show? Since all I got to see was the very end of the main event.
It was nothing special. I think whatever the other one was, Backlash, I think was better.
Yeah.
But that's mainly because AJ won the title.
And it was shorter.
This was, I don't know, none of them, I mean, honestly, Cesaro and Sheamus was actually pretty good. I thought the ending was dumb, but it was a good
Are they
match,
teaming up now?
I guess.
Best of 7 to get a title shot. Yeah, we're just going to be a tag team instead.
Title match was, I don't know, it was fine.
The crowd seemed kind of dead.
Yeah.
But did you see
Roman and
Seth got a standing
Rusev was
ovation after the show went off the air?
Oh yeah.
Like I think he's in full. I didn't watch Raw last night because of the debates and stuff, but I think they're now in full babyface mode with him, which they should have been the second he came back from that injury.
You wonder though. Again, we're here to talk video games, but you wonder. I like the idea of the brand split, but where do you go from here? Obviously, it'll be Rollins and Owens again, probably in some kind of, probably in Hell in a Cell. But then
they don't have the
who
talent.
else do you have on Raw who's a face to get a title shot? Besides Roman, but he's already got the US title.
Right.
Who else do you put in a feud with Owens? Sammy's not there yet.
Unless you turn Owens face and have him feud with Jericho for a couple pay-per-views. And Jericho's just there solely to put Owens over because they're not going to put the title back on Jericho at this point in his career. Although, by the way, he's probably the best thing on WWE right now.
Yeah.
Him as a heel is just fantastic. I did see that he had the list again. He was putting the stupid idiots on the list again. He's so good. He should have never, ever been a face ever. He's one of the best heels that has ever wrestled.
But he didn't have this character until he was in WWE, right?
He kind of
WCW, who's always pretty much babyface.
No. He was bad. The whole thing with Dean Malenko and the 1,004 holds and his bodyguard. He was picking on Goldberg and all this stuff. No, he was a heel there, but he wasn't as good as he's been in WWE. Especially like when he first showed up and he went after The Rock, and that was still one of the best debuts of all time.
Yeah,
phenomenal. So Backlash was better, you think?
Overall, I think so. Yeah, I'm also not crazy about. To me, it's weird that Hell in a Cell is just a Raw pay-per-view. Like
Hell in a Cell shouldn't even. I don't like that Hell in a Cell is a pay-per-view.
Well, right.
Yeah.
But I'm kind of worried. Are they now going to have? They're not going to make Money in the Bank be Raw or SmackDown.
No, they'll go back. That'll be a joint. It almost seems. I really feel like, and Bill Simmons has said this too, so I'm not going to say like I came up with this, but really it's like Survivor Series doesn't even really count to me as one of the big four anymore.
No, nobody cares.
They
about
should move Survivor Series, and they should move Survivor Series early in the summer if they want to keep it. Move Money in the Bank to the fall, and have that be the big one before Royal Rumble. Like Money in the Bank is the fourth big pay per view.
Yeah,
it goes WrestleMania, SummerSlam, Royal Rumble, or 2 and 2A, and then Money in the Bank. Period. Nobody cares about Survivor Series. They have like one Survivor Series match there now. Like it doesn't matter anymore.
Right.
Now I could see it mattering this year. I'm sure there won't be.
There'll be Raw versus SmackDown. At least there's a reason for it.
We won't even get a title match of that this year.
That's true. So all you gotta do is Owens and Rollins one more time.
And No Mercy.
At Hell in a Cell.
Or sorry.
And then Survivor Series it'll be. But do you put heels and faces on the same team?
Yeah.
You put Owens and Jericho and with Roman and Seth. Yeah, I don't know. I agree. Obviously, there will be a Raw versus SmackDown. I think we'll still get a title match.
I still hate that to this day that they screwed up the WCW Invasion angle. They completely crapped the bed at that. They didn't sign the big names.
No, it was the talent they brought.
It was just Booker T. Booker T was the best, and
we had already
Booker T was awesome, but
talent.
Yeah. And the NWO guys didn't come back in until the spring, right before WrestleMania, when they did Hogan Rock.
Yep.
Like they even missed out on Hogan and Hall and Nash being part of the invasion. They completely screwed up because they didn't.
That could have been so.
They didn't want to. They didn't want to pick up those contracts.
Yeah.
Like Vince is worried about money, but whatever. Segway. What have you been playing this week?
I actually, just before I came over, I beat Oceanhorn.
Fantastic. How close are you to the platinum?
Not very, honestly. So I 100%ed every island before I went to the final island,
Okay.
and then I beat it.
I think the hardest
And then I
trophy to
finally
get is the fish, is what I would guess. Because I just
That's the
hate
thing.
fishing.
I don't even know how to fish yet. I haven't gotten a fishing pole. I don't
Are
know.
you serious?
So I don't know how that's happened. So I don't know how I have 100%
You missed that like
every.
on the first island, I think, or the second island.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know how I've 100%ed all the islands. Somewhere along the line, I didn't even get a fishing pole. But yeah, I looked at the achievements you got to get. Obviously, that's one of the big ones. I haven't even apparently found all the islands yet.
Okay.
I'm still missing one.
You
so-
got to go. What I read somewhere is you got to just walk around and talk to everybody.
I think I know who to. I think I know
Okay.
what to do.
Oh, by the way, they did. It's official. It's coming to Vita.
Really?
That's awesome. Yeah, if I ever get a Vita, this game was made for Vita.
Um,
So what are your rules?
Oh, the other thing was I got to collect. I think like
The Bloodstones.
no, I got all those.
Okay.
I got to collect like 10 or 20 or something mystical skulls or something. I don't know what those are. I haven't even found one yet. So, I'm thinking I
they're
have
like-
one more level to go.
Okay. To max out.
Right. And so I think once I do that, then I can talk to this guy on one of the islands who then I don't think he's going to hand me a fishing pole. That's probably how I unlock this other island, and maybe the skulls have something to do with that island. I think they're all connected.
I think the
Except the fishing.
skulls. It seemed like I haven't even played this game and I've researched it because I know when I play I'm going to get the platinum. But the skulls, they're kind of like I think I read they're kind of like the Bloodstones. You find these skulls and you just have to hack the hell out of them like a million times until they break, and then it counts as you getting one.
I don't even have one.
So you beat the game.
I beat it.
How is the game overall? I mean, I know it's not going to be Link to the Past or Ocarina of Time.
I beat it honestly in almost exactly 12 hours. My final time was 12 hours, 0 minutes,
Oh, it tracks the time?
and 14 seconds or
Okay,
something.
that's
Like right at 12 hours. I would guess I probably still have another couple hours of playing.
That sounds right. Everything I read was to platinum it 100%, 12 to 15 hours.
Okay, so that's right on par. It's good. You gotta remember it's an iOS game, and on top of that, it's a $10, $15, whatever, PS4 game, so,
And it's 3 years old, technically.
and it's old. So, I got my first 2 items. I don't really want to spoil too much for you, but it's like straight out of Zelda. I'm like, okay, I'm liking this.
So
You didn't really get too many, beyond it's like your first,
Like,
Zelda type
sort
stuff.
Okay.
And then it just kind of, all of a sudden, it was like, you start realizing, oh wait, I gotta do this. And then I go fight the last boss. Like all of a sudden it just ends. I mean, there's a lot to
I
do.
don't care.
Right, 12 hours, it's probably just as long as Ocarina was. But it's just, there's not as much, go do this level, do this level, do this level. It's just more, it's almost more, honestly, it's more like Majora's Mask, maybe, where you only have a handful of levels, but there's a decent amount of stuff you have to do before you get to the level. I don't know. It's good. I mean, what was it, $15? $10?
Yeah,
Whatever it was. For, in the end, probably about 15 hours worth of gameplay. And it's a game I'll probably play through again someday.
Yeah.
It's totally worth it.
It's one of those I can see myself getting it, beating it, and then if I ever do get
But
it,
if you-
playing through it again.
Right. So, can you do like cross-buy?
I assume it'll be crossbuy, yeah.
Because this is definitely a good kind of Vita game. I would think.
Right.
It's a good game that you can just pick up and play for a little bit. And if you think you're definitely going to get a Vita, if you find out it's not cross-buy, maybe just wait for the Vita.
Yeah.
Maybe go ahead and finish Spirit. No, Twilight Princess.
See, I'm going to talk about that here.
But yeah, that's all I've been playing. What have you been playing?
Have you given up on The Witcher? I was thinking about the Dead Garage. Yeah. Okay.
I mean, I haven't given up on it. It's just I started playing Resident Evil, and then I beat it, and then I started playing through it again. I started playing Oceanhorn. So now it's like I'll finish Oceanhorn, I might play The Witcher a little bit more, but then before you know it, all these other games are going to start coming out. So I'm not going to say I've played it for the last time, but I just don't know when I'll play it again. My Apple Watch is coming tomorrow.
I was going to ask. I thought it was
So
supposed to be
then-
when. Oh wait, tomorrow's
Wednesday. So then that's going to come, and I'm going to have that thing to play with. So I just don't.
Yeah, but
see
you're not
when-
gonna. It's not. That's not like.
No, it's going to be like, oh, this is fun.
Okay. Why?
And that was just a watch. So.
No, I just freaked out because I realized I still haven't played the stupid Resident Evil demo update.
Mm.
And I haven't played Batman yet either.
It's still not complete though.
Yeah.
From what I've read, it's like before there was the finger puzzle, and now it's like, well, you kind of have something to do with the finger, but not really. Now
there's
you
something
end up with
else.
something else that you can't do anything with. So it's still not complete.
Just work on the game, Capcom. Leave the demo alone.
But yeah, what have you been playing?
I want to talk about your recommendation for me to play on the 3DS.
Oh, okay.
Donkey Kong Country 2. So I downloaded it when I was sitting in the airport because I looked at YouTube and I sent Sean a screenshot and I'm like, Screwtack posted today the top 10 retro Donkey Kong Country levels. So I was like, okay, it's a sign. I need to just bite the bullet and download it. So I did in the airport Friday, whatever. I don't get this game. I'm just gonna come out and say it. I got to World 3 and I'm like, I just can't.
So what is your problem?
I don't know if I'm just an old man and my eyes are going bad. It's like I told you when I was texting you, it's with Diddy and Dixie jumping around and everything and the pre-rendered graphics and all this. I don't know if it's just the screen size or what, but it's hard to keep track of. And there's always, it seems like in a lot of those, there's something in the foreground that sometimes it's covering up a platform that I have to jump to, like in the bayou levels and stuff. I kept like jumping off just into swamps and dying because I thought there was a platform there and there wasn't a platform there. It's fine. Like through World 1, I was like, okay, this is fine. It's fun. It's good. It's good. It's good. But it just got, I get, maybe I just suck at video games even more than I think I do. It just got to the point where it just wasn't, it did not click with me. And I got like halfway through World 3. It took me forever to figure out the stupid hot air balloon thing. I didn't realize you just had to push right because I thought like I pushed right and it looked like I was going to walk over the edge. So I stopped and I was like, okay, well, I'll jump.
I was wondering why.
So I was like, I'm going to jump. Well, then I'm like, I'm going to jump and I'm going to throw Dixie. And she kept landing short. I was like, I'm going to play with 3DS. I hate this game. I just didn't, it just never.
I wondered why you struggle with it so much. That's pretty funny.
And I finally was like, let me push right. And I'm like, oh God, I just had to push right. And I don't remember what the level was in World 3, but I got to, I think it was the first stage of the third world. I was like, I just can't.
What is the third world?
Um,
I mean, they're all kind of the same. One's the ship, two's like the swamp.
no, I think 3 was, maybe it was a swamp.
Maybe 2. Yeah, maybe 3 is the swamp.
2 was the pirate ship.
I thought 1 was the pirate ship.
I don't know. I can't keep track.
Oh no, 2 was the volcano.
2 was the volcano, that's right. 3
Three is
was
the
the
swamp.
swamp.
Okay.
So I got a couple levels into 3, I think. I was like, I just can't, I'm done. And then you got the barrels and you got to shoot the barrels. So I'm just, I
I
didn't
would have
get
to see this on the small screen and see if it's different. Because
I'll
I
let
don't
you
remember
play it on
having
my
issues
3DS.
like this at all.
I don't know if it's got to be the screen. Like something was just not clicking for me. And
But I'm
like,
pretty sure
I know this game is not this difficult.
Right.
I don't know. So then I got pissed off and had 3 beers when the Giants were losing on the way back. And I was like, screw it, I'm downloading Mario World. And I played Mario World. And it's so good. It's so awesome.
Honestly, I don't think, not that I've done a ton of research or anything, but I feel pretty confident in saying that I bet Donkey Kong Country 2, I still say 2 is the best of the series. 3 is not. It's either going to be 1 or 2.
Yeah.
And I think most people would agree it's 2. I would bet at least 95% of the people that have played that game enjoy it. So
I
can't
know I'm
imagine. I think you'll.
I
What was the
have
other
not
one?
given
was
up.
It was, I think it was Twilight
Well, and I
that you played,
Yeah.
and you were just like, I don't get this, and then you were like, okay, I get it. This is awesome.
Right.
I think you'll get it because and I think I told you this in private. And that sounds weird, but I told you this not on the podcast. I think it was like a text message or something. It is the best non-Mario platforming game.
Oh, non-Mario. I
Yes.
thought you had texted me second best platformer ever, and I was like, I'm gonna just destroy you.
I
on
mean,
this
if anything,
podcast.
it's behind World and 3. But a lot of that is more nostalgia.
No,
I
it's
think
not. Because I played World, and I'm telling you that.
No,
that
behind.
game is-
I'll give you behind World.
Okay.
3, it's just like get through the level and beat it. Get through the level and beat it. This has like different ending, different kind of like World where you can beat the level here, or you can find the secret exit to get to like a different world. You got to collect all these coins. You can, if you get so many of them, you can unlock these. It's just there's a lot of replay value. You have reasons to go back and replay the levels to try to find things you missed. Which Mario 3, it's like, okay, I beat that level. I'm never going back there. I mean, I don't even think you can go back.
I'm going back to the Clink. You don't know what it's like in the Clink. The unmentionables. What is he calling?
Are you talking about Prison Mike?
Yeah, but what is he? The
The Dementors.
Dementors.
The Dementors.
So I don't know. So I played Mario World, and I like that a lot better. I haven't played that game in forever. I really don't think I've ever beaten it. I've played it so much, but I've never beaten it. But I'm like, I'm going to beat this game. I got to World 4 on like 1.5 airplane rides. I found the red switch. I found the green switch. And, that's where I stopped. I'm going, I think the red switch, like I beat the one secret castle, and now I'm on the path to the other secret castle. And I think there's like 3 levels before that. I'm on the second one, I think. So I'm moving along in that, but my 3DS was about to die too, and then we were landing in Memphis, so I just haven't charged it since. But yeah, I haven't played the Resident Evil demo. I haven't downloaded episode 2 of Batman yet. I've heard mostly good things.
Mostly.
But our friend Lefty Locky was tweeting about it on Twitter. It's the only place
It's the place to tweet for your
but he said he didn't really like where some of the stuff went. So I'm interested to see what I think about it. And he wants me to tweet him back whenever I play it. Hopefully I'll play it in the next few days and I'll go from there. But yeah, that's all I've been playing. And I haven't given up on Donkey Kong. I just kind of need to take a break and I'll get back into it. Maybe I was just super tired and that's why nothing was working. But
So,
breaking news.
not breaking news,
Oh,
but we'll eventually get into our actual podcast. But our good friend John Bernardo, 25 minutes ago, tweets, Metal Gear Solid 5, this will mean more to you than me. Metal Gear Solid 5, episode 29. This might be where I get off. What is episode 29?
It's either where you rescue Code Talker or it's where you defend him against the skulls.
Skulls.
I think it's where you defend him.
Doesn't seem like he's too into the game. Maybe one of these days we'll go on the show successfully and maybe we can talk about that.
Yeah, that's interesting. I'm pretty sure 29 is Metallic Archaea. I think that's when you fight the skulls. But then what, because 31 is Sahelanthropus. What is 30? What's in between the skulls?
There's
fight
definitely
and
one in
Sahelanthropus?
between.
There is? I can't remember what it is. Then that's what he's stuck. And it's probably just a hard fight.
Oh, I hated that skull
Hey,
fight.
John Bernardo, or just tweet at him while I do this. But if you're not watching until now, just go up the airplane hangar that's close to you, get up on top of there, get ready to call in a supply drop and just have it ready to run over and collect all your stuff. But just get up on there, make sure you bring Quiet with you if you've got her. Yeah, you should have her because you haven't done mission 45, whatever. She can snipe them from up there and you can just rocket launch them. From our RPG them, just keep calling in supply drops, you'll be fine. It's not that bad, don't worry about it. Don't try to use the robot, what's his name, DD?
That's a dog, not a...
No, but what's the robot's name? The Walker.
Robot.
Walker here.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
just Walker. D-Walker, that's his name. Don't use D-Walker. It's just go up on top of the hangar, you'll be fine. Tweet with that.
That was more than 140 characters.
Just go on top of the hangar and bring Quiet.
I'll tweet them out.
Hey, while you're doing that, you know what I'm going to tweet out? Or actually, I'm not going to tweet out. You know what we got?
What do we got?
We got news. All right. This one is near and dear to our hearts. Firewatch, came out on Xbox One last week. We found out it has basically sold just short of 1 million copies so far. Shout out to you, Campo Santo. So happy, you guys deserve it. By the time it gets rolling on Xbox One and everything, they're going to go well over $1 million. That is awesome. That means $20 million at least they made off that game. Fantastic. They deserve every penny.
Well, revenue.
Right, revenue, not profit. This comes from IGN. Firewatch developer Campo Santo is partnering with Good Universe to create both video games and feature films. According to The Hollywood Reporter, the first project to come out of this deal is a movie adaptation of...
Adaptation.
What did I say?
Adaptation.
Your presentation tool. Of Firewatch. The
Adaptation.
studio's story-driven adventure game that released earlier this year for PS4 and PC and launched in some territories last week for Xbox One. Quote, when we met Good Universe, we were floored by how they recognize, cultivate, and produce incredible stories. Campo Santo
Campo Santo.
founder Sean Vanneman said, quote, it's rare to meet another group that shares so many of your values and makes the process of creating things even more exciting. Firewatch centers around a man named Henry, blah, 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 blah. You know what Firewatch is about. So I went through a range of emotions with this thing because you tweeted me it and I was like, yes! Yes, yes, yes. This is awesome. I'm so happy for these guys. But then I was like, wait a minute. Because my first thought is this game was perfect for a movie because it was basically like playing through a movie. But then I was thinking, does this actually work as a movie?
I was thinking the same thing.
Okay.
So this is obviously not your typical video game. And I had the same thought. This is like a movie that you play through. And I still don't disagree with that. But that doesn't necessarily mean it works as a movie, I guess. Obviously, I'll see it in a heartbeat.
Yes, I will support them 100% in every game they make from here on out.
But I just don't know. You almost can't have... I don't want to see Delilah. I don't want her to be anything more than the voice. I don't want to see anybody other than Hank. Except for like prequel stuff, maybe with
John Goodman, maybe. He could be Hank. Maybe a little too old. God, just don't be Kevin James. Oh God,
it won't be.
Oh God, please don't be Kevin James.
I'll think of something good for him.
So, maybe a comfy eater.
Josh Brolin.
No, he could have been Batman. He would have been a good Batman. Ben is the main. So yeah, originally I was like, it's a narrative game, this is perfect for a movie. However, the reason it works so good as a game, you pick the story. Like the beginning happens and the end is the end. We're not going to get into spoilers here. If you want spoilers, go check out episode 9 or 10 or whatever we did a review. But you make the choices. You choose how you interact with Delilah. If you're going to flirt, if you're going to shun, if you're not going to talk at all.
Right.
Or if you're going to be an a-hole. That's the magic of this game to me, is you make it. The destination is the same. It's the same. It's about the journey. Great game. Check out our review a couple weeks ago on Journey. But then I started thinking, wait a minute. So I've gone back and forth in the day since this got announced. Maybe it does work because maybe, just like if we ever get a Metal Gear movie, it's not going to be Metal Gear. It's going to be an adaptation of it. This is going to be an adaptation. And the funny thing that I started thinking about is, wait a minute. What if what this movie is going to be, obviously it's going to take the choice out of it because you can't have a choose your own adventure movie.
Right.
But what if, so now we are going to see what Sean Vanneman and the guys at Campo Santo, what they envisioned when they laid out this story. What Hank's relationship is with Delilah. What his feelings are towards her. What his feelings are about his wife and her issues that she's going through. What the dog's name is. Like everything that they actually thought about the story. That it's almost going to be like, maybe the movie will be like a director's cut of the game. Where we see exactly what their vision was and how that all plays out. What do you think?
I think what you're saying is true, but I think it just has to be true. It's basically.
Well, it doesn't have to be. They could just They could go a complete other direction.
I guess that's true, but I'm very excited about this movie. I will support it 100%. I will see it as soon as I possibly can.
Yep.
That being said, I don't know. to me, it's not a typical video game, but I don't know that this works, or it doesn't work as well in any other medium. Even if it was an old school, like, choose your own adventure book. Ooh, Delilah asked you this. Do you want to say this? Go to this page.
34.
Right. It doesn't work like that either, I don't think. If it's going to
so
work,
dynamic.
if it's going to work in any way other than a video game, it's obviously a movie. But yeah, that's part of what makes it so whatever intriguing, I guess, is
Yankees beat the Red Sox.
that you kind of get to make up the story.
Right.
I'm somewhat worried that they will. Obviously, they're not going to change it completely and put. Ooh, there actually is a guy and he's like spying. You know, it's this whole government conspiracy. They're not going to change it like that, but I'm worried that it will get a typical Hollywood treatment, and that's not what this game is. This game is just very real. There's no. I mean, there's a little bit of like the typical. It's been a while since I've been in high school taking an English class, but like the typical story arc of this happened, and then conflict, and then resolute. Like,
yep.
And I guess the game did have that to some extent, but I'm just worried that I wonder how directly Campo Santo is involved in this.
You worry that it's going to get to the end, they're going to make out, and the fire's going to burn around them or something.
Exactly. That's my one fear.
I will say this. What I hope they do is I hope they, because granted it's a 5-6 hour game, you could easily make this a 2-hour movie. You know what I mean?
Oh.
You kind of have a lot of the walking around and stuff like that. Hire Sissy Jones. Because
I don't know if she can act. Oh, I mean, she can clearly act.
But she doesn't need to.
But she doesn't need to be on camera. She
That's my
should
point.
not be.
That's my point. I hope
They need to hire Sissy Jones.
they need to hire Sissy Jones to play Delilah. And Hank can be a real actor. Hank should be, we should open up. This is just so easy to make a movie of this. We should open up with a flashback, kind of like Up. And they actually thought about doing this. They did a IGN Unlock their Xbox podcast. I've listened to one episode because I'm not an Xbox guy. It was this episode where they did a interview with all the guys from Campo Santo, like they did on IGN Beyond. They did a spoiler cast when the game first came out. Check it out. Really good. You should check it out. It's really good. Okay. Crap. What were you saying before that?
Delilah. Sissy Jones should be her. She doesn't need to be on camera. Hank should be a real actor.
Oh, there was something about that. Oh, that's what it was. Okay. They had toyed with the idea of the opening not just being text. They had toyed with just showing you the opening.
That's what I'm saying.
And then doing it like the movie Up. I'm fine with that. So have Hank, because Hank has to be in the movie. You can't just don't do Hardcore Harry or whatever.
Hardcore Henry.
Whatever it was.
That's what I'm saying. Henry, whatever his name is, should be the only. I originally said he should be the only person you see in the movie.
You should see his wife.
But they need to do something with the prequel. You can't just do that in tag. Like, that's not.
I think as a movie.
But holy crap, they need to keep that soundtrack.
100%.
Or at least, yeah, I mean.
I don't listen to it every day.
No,
man, I listen to it so often. If I'm just bored at work and I don't have a podcast to listen to it, I'm like, I don't want to listen to people. I just turn on that. You know, it's just so good. But yeah, it should open up with a flashback to Henry and his wife and their dog, whether it's Mayhem or Biscuit. What was the other name? Bucket. Yeah. And show all that, because you can't just do text and then here's Henry. Like, you have no reason to care about. We cared about Henry and his relationship with his wife because we were making the choices in that text thing. You're not going to do that in the movie, so you have to actually show him and his wife interacting, show when she gets sick, show how, just do like a 3 to 4 minute opening showing all that, and then you cut to black and you open up and he's getting in a truck and he's going out to the Shoshone. Shoot it in the Shoshone? I don't even know if that's possible. I don't
shoot it in the Shoshone.
I don't know if they can even do that with permits and stuff, but like, I've gone back and forth and I've come back around to where I think this can work and I think it will work. I hope the guys at Campo Santo are very heavily involved because they've shown what great writers they are. I have high hopes for this. We won't see it anytime soon. Oh, segue. The Batman is supposedly coming out within 18 months.
Yep, I saw that.
Oh, God, I hope that's true. Because you know what that means? That means it's summer 18, which makes perfect sense. June of 18. June 2018.
That's not 18 months.
Give or take. But that's what I'm saying. Or you could do it a little bit before summer, like Batman vs Superman was. But you've got summer next year. June is Wonder Woman. Justice League is July. Then you go another 6 months.
Justice League
November, sorry.
Okay.
November. I was like, wow. Then you go another 6 months and you put the Batman out.
Yeah.
And then follow it up with Man of Steel 2 in November. And I'll be in nerd heaven. If they do that, bam, bam. If we get those 4 movies in a year, in like an 18-month span, oh my God, I'll lose my mind. But that is happening. Man of Steel 2 is happening. They did confirm it's in development. Great news. Anyways. So the NX, we just can't stop talking about this thing. Here's a quote from Polygon. The Wall Street Journal has had its ear to the ground in search of Nintendo NX rumors for the past year. Its latest report adds a familiar name to the group of anonymous sources it cited previously, getting our least ambiguous statement yet regarding the heavily rumored console and how it could impact both home console and handheld gaming. The Pokemon company's Tsunekazu Ishihara, that's pretty good, spoke of the nature of Nintendo's next gaming system in a new interview with the paper. Quote, the NX is trying to change the concept of what it means to be a home console device or a handheld device, quote, end quote, the executive said. Prior to confirming that the Pokemon games would be available on the NX. Obviously, they're going to be out there. There's another quote from Ubisoft CEO Yves Guillemot. Guillemot was speaking at a recent Ubisoft presentation and claims that the NX is a fresh and new approach. Quote, the new Nintendo console is a fantastic machine. It's really a new approach. It's really Nintendo, which is coming with something new again. We love it.
WII?
No, thank God, no. But anything, I mean...
I don't care about Pokemon, and I don't see what we heard that's new there. We obviously know this is... Ooh, they're trying to do this whole portable, but not really still a console, but also not quite just a console.
Yeah.
Like, we get it, Nintendo. Like, can you show us something?
Show us a stupid thing.
Right.
And there was something that leaked, some retailer in the UK, like a grocery store, I didn't even put it in here because it's not worth talking about what I'm talking about. They leaked that they for some reason they put up the NX on their website and everybody's like, ooh, we got a release date. The date was December 31st, 2016. It's not coming out on New Year's Eve. And the price was £349. That I can believe. It's going to be, it ain't going to be $200. This thing's going to be expensive. It's going to be at least $300. I guarantee it.
Right, but £349 is like $450.
It's like $400. I wouldn't surprise me. Like if this thing is going to be close to PS4 power in a handheld device.
It's not.
The one thing I think
this
now
is PS3 power in a handheld device.
What I do think now, I think the whole home part is going to be completely separate and up to you if you want to buy the dock. I think the NX is going to be like, it's going to be a portable device. It's going to be like the 3DS with all this power. If you want to put it on your TV, cool.
We'll make it easy for you to do.
$70, $80 peripheral that you plug it into and you do it. You're not going to have detachable controllers. I'm going to make that prediction right now. I don't care. Timestamp at 47 minutes. The thing is you're not going to pull this thing apart and have 2 controllers. That's not going to happen. It makes no sense because there's no way to design that unless you're playing with, like we saw one of the pictures a few weeks ago, the analog stick and then the D-pad is your 4 buttons when you detach it. And then you've got an analog stick over here and then
the only reason that would make sense is for local, on-the-road multiplayer.
But you can't...
You would only separate them if you're home. If you're just playing this in the back of the car or on an airplane or whatever, there's no need to separate. So the only way you would separate them is if you're playing at home with it on the dock or whatever. But, well, there you go. How do you plug this into a dock if the controllers aren't separable? Separable.
Separately cool. Yeah, crap. So you can't even dock it.
That's what I'm saying. I think you
can't dock it unless you have a separate controller. A pro
controller.
Well,
yeah, that would be the alternative. But I don't think they're going to say, okay, this is they keep touting this is in whatever cryptic language they choose, as it's not a handheld, it's not a mobile game system. It's a hybrid. So they can't sell this thing and be like, well, okay, here's this dock you gotta buy if you want to play it on your TV. And by the way, you also need to buy this special controller. I mean, at that point,
you're adding so much money on the cost. Unless there's something like
that's why it has to be detachable. That's what I was looking for. Controllers.
Yeah. Unless there's a Chromecast.
That's what I was saying. Oh, a dongle.
Yeah, dongle.
A Nintendo dongle.
Oh my gosh.
Trademark. Can you do that stamp thing again?
I mean, probably not too.
A Nintendo. Cool.
Nintendo. I'm to the point. I don't know about you. I'm just done talking about this thing. I mean, I'm not obviously because I put it in the thing here, but like, I just want to see it. I want to know what it is, when it's coming out, and how much it costs. I'm sick of all these leaks, and it's not like it's Nintendo's fault, but yeah, it kind of is because they need to just announce the stupid thing. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm just over it. What's Bernardo saying?
He confirmed that's Metallic Archaea. I said, at Kevin White 24 says, get up on the airplane hangar near where you start, get quiet, rocket launch the crap out of them. That pretty much cover it?
Get quiet means like telling him to be quiet. Bring quiet.
Quiet. Not
asterisk.
Be quiet.
Yeah. Shout out to Bernardo. We're gonna make it all work. Rocksteady. They say that Arkham VR is complete and it has gone gold. It's awesome. While also shedding some light, this comes from IGN, on what comes next for the creators of the Arkhamverse. In an interview with Eurogamer, producer Dax Gian said the following quote: "We submitted Batman VR to Sony last week, which was an awesome experience. One of the developers celebrated the game going gold by dressing up in a gold spandex suit and bringing in a golden boombox. Didn't need to know that. As for what comes next, that's still being decided. Ginn explains Rocksteady is currently in a, quote, enviable position where Warner Brothers is supportive of the team, taking a break to think about what their next, quote, dream game is. Quote, I think we've proven that we're a hardworking team, continues Ginn. We work well together and we can really decide what's best creatively for our own destiny. With Batman VR complete and the Arkhamverse now a thing of the past, the mood at Rocksteady, according to Ginn, is that of a breakup. Quote, sorry, there's lots of quotes. I keep saying quote. I think there's a little bit of sadness on the team. It feels like breaking up. The mood is really split. There's a feeling in the office like it's definitely time to do something else. We all accept that. But we all know Batman so well. We all feel so comfortable in the Arkhamverse. What do you think's next for Rocksteady? I'll tell you what I hope, and I don't know if it's possible now. Ninja Turtles. But now that Platinum Games just crapped all over Ninja Turtles, I don't know if they can even get the license to make a game. I know Greg, and I think Colin even thinks a Justice League game would be amazing, and that would, but I still don't know how you do a video game with Superman in it, because he's Superman.
Well, Superman 64 was pretty good.
Helper face.
I like it. I like Ninja Turtles. I think you can't, we are done, I said this many times, we're done with the whole beat 'em up genre. Until somebody figures out a way to make it relevant again, we're done. It doesn't work anymore. We're past that. How else do you make a Ninja Turtles game work? Maybe it's something like this.
It's
a little bit more
yeah.
Ninja Turtles in a Arkham Asylum City Night
No tanks.
Origins.
But no tanks, just no tanks.
Well, but that would be cool to be able to drive the turtle van.
It would be cool to have a mission or two here
Okay,
and there,
yeah,
but I'm saying not.
But don't make the whole game.
Don't shoehorn it like Arkham Knight.
Yes.
Arkham Knight without the Batmobile.
Yes.
And without the identity of the Arkham Knight being so you could spot it from 100 miles away who it was going to be. Do you know who he was?
Yes.
Okay.
I've already beat it.
If you take those out, it would have been a great game. Asylum, City, and Origins, while that wasn't Rocksteady, I know that was WB Montreal. They were all great games. They could do Ninja Turtles justice. I don't see Justice. I can't see them doing a Justice League game because I just seriously do not understand.
It's tough to put Superman.
It's tough to do Superman
work.
anything. It's tough to do Superman in a movie. And that's why I love Man of Steel so much because they actually made him seem like an underdog for the first time ever.
I honestly had no idea what could possibly be next for them, but I like the Ninja Turtles idea. You got to do something to make them. I mean, the first movie was okay. The second movie was awesome, I thought.
For 90s kids, yes.
Yeah,
the movie was
you
great.
got to do something to keep them. I don't want to say relevant because that makes it seem like nobody knows who they are. But
Is the cartoon still going? I think it is.
I don't.
We haven't.
I
No,
just-
and I haven't watched it forever.
Yeah, I think that would be perfect. I don't think I would have come up with that, but a Ninja Turtles, a darker. That doesn't even really have to be darker, but a Ninja Turtles, not just straight beat 'em up.
Somewhat serious with an actual story.
Right. Yeah.
You know, I think they would do wonders with it. I don't even know if the license is available because Platinum Games made it.
Right. It may be impossible to do, but I like it. I like it.
God, it does make me sad though because it really sounds like they are moving on from Batman. But I mean, I get it. Like, you made 3 great games and WB Montreal made another great game. Origins. I wish you would play Origins, but you're probably never going to get around to it unless there's a big gap. But that game is so good. It is. You know, they marketed it as Black Mask has put out this $10, $20 million bounty for whoever kills Batman. Things are not what they seem, and it's great. It's an origin story that I didn't think we were going to get in it, and it is so well done. There's some graphical issues and some hiccups and stuff like that, but the story they told.
But does it play just like?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But because it didn't say Rocksteady, people are like, "Oh, it's not going to be good because it's not Rocksteady." And it's not included in
That's
the
an actual quote.
the Arkham collection. It's not included in there. They just crap on that game. It's just ridiculous.
Yeah.
I digress. We can skip that next one. A couple more items here, and then we'll move on. Mario Maker 3DS, like we talked about a couple weeks ago, doesn't have 3D support. It's weird. I don't really care.
I don't care.
But some
Honestly,
people are mad.
It's
It's a 2D game.
yes. Why do you need
It's a 2D
3D
sensor.
in this game?
Who cares? But when the box art popped up and it said 3D not supported or whatever it is down the bottom, people are like, it's on the 3DS. Why does it not have 3D?
Honestly, when I bought my 3D, when I got my 3DS
I never
for
used it.
Christmas, if a 2DS was available, I would have just gotten that.
Yeah.
If they made it, I like the
Not
fold
the
up.
form factor. Exactly right.
If they made a folding 2DS,
Yeah.
I would have said, granted, again, I got it for Christmas, so I didn't spend a dime on it. But if I was buying my own, if there's a folding, closable 2DS, I'd buy that 10 times out of 10. I don't care about 3D. I'm all in on VR. I think that's going to be good. But just 3D. Remember when 3D TVs were huge?
Dad,
I mean, they never
uses-
really were huge, but
No, they
they
were
were
a
supposed
passing
to.
fad.
Yes. Nobody cared. Well, apparently people care about 3D.
No.
I don't know why people care about 3D. Like, it adds nothing to the game. It adds absolutely nothing to the game. I literally could not possibly care less that Mario Maker 3DS does not have 3D.
Thank you for using that phrase the right way, first of all.
What phrase? I don't remember what I said.
Couldn't care less.
Oh, yeah.
Because people say, I could care
I could
less.
care less. I could care less.
Okay, that's saying that you actually do kind of
Yeah,
care.
I care. I could care less, though. No,
Great.
I could not care less. Couldn't.
Grammar lessons from the guys at two-player co-op. I share your sentiments, by the way. And I'm not talking about The Rock.
My sediments?
Sediment. That's why it was funny. I meant sentiments, but it sounded like sediment, so I said The Rock, and I didn't mean Dwayne Johnson. I meant sedimentary, igneous,
Ignacio.
Romas.
What is that?
I don't know. My name is Juan Montoya.
Inigo Montoya.
Indigo Montoya.
Inigo, not Indigo. You're thinking of who's Juan Montoya?
Oh,
wait,
he
wasn't
was
there
a race car
wrestler?
driver. No, that was Aldo Montoya with a jock strap on his face. Who was he? He was just incredible, is who he was.
I don't know. We've gotten way off topic in the last 20 seconds, so.
Oh, the GTA Online Bikers update is officially coming out October 4th. I got to get back into GTA Online. I just don't have the time. I want to try out the Cunning Stunts update because, gosh, when I see people, and you've seen it too, when you see people playing this on YouTube, I'm like, this is the best thing they've done to GTA since GTA Online launched. Well, maybe since Heist. Maybe because Heist was really cool. That was the last time I really cared about GTA Online. But Cunning Stunts just looks amazing. And now the Bikers update is coming. You can make your own biker gang. They're doing more weapons, vehicles, melee combat from your motorcycle, which is pretty crazy. And it comes out October 4th. Check it out. Also, games with gold for October were announced. The Expo is getting Super Mega Baseball Extra Innings and The Escapist. The Escapist is supposed to be pretty good. Nice little indie title. What? It's just fun.
Super Mega Baseball Extra.
I tried to say as fast as I could. And the Xbox 360 is getting MX versus ATV Reflex and I Am Alive. I Am Alive is supposed to be another good game also. We don't know the PS Plus games yet. We'll have that for episode next week. And that
It's the Nintendo.
was almost the death of Nintendo, but that was the news of the week. What do you got?
I tweeted Sissy.
Did she write back?
She did.
She's awesome. By the way, she's awesome. She gave us a lot of love when we posted our review of Firewatch. She's a great follow. She'll interact with everybody.
Yep.
Awesome. Go ahead.
I just told her, we're talking about you in our podcast. You definitely need to be Delilah in the movie. Nobody else can pull it off, whatever. She said, well, thanks. Not sure what's going to happen, but I know it'll be something beautiful. Heart emoji.
Gosh. The thing is, the movie, it cannot be as beautiful. Unless, I've never seen the actual Shoshone. So if they actually film it there, real life might be more
They
beautiful
have
than
to.
that game,
Oh,
but that
God,
game
they
is
have
so
to.
beautiful. That game is so beautiful. Campo Santo, I'm going to tweet you this podcast. You've interacted with us. You're awesome. Sissy, lobby for them to actually film this in the Shoshone, no matter what it takes to get those permits. Do it. It's been the news of the week, but you know what time it is, Sean?
What time is it?
It's time for the... It's the back of the box! One. Just sound like I swallowed a bug.
time for the... What's the back of the box? Tell the people.
The back of the box challenge is how we end our podcast here on the two-player the two-player co-op podcast every week. Each week we get together and we have a lot of fun. But then at the end, we do the back of the box challenge, which is a game, Sean. You try it for once.
I don't know. We read the back of the box, but we bleep out anything that would give it away. We each get a few questions, but we don't really keep track of it. And we try to guess what the other's game is. Any idea who read first last week?
I read first. I can read first again, or you can. I don't really care.
Oh, I gotta put it up. Mine might be easy. Because it's
Mine might too. But
it is full of. I would have to bleep out so much. Like there's just so many. There's nothing that just like gives it away.
Okay, so read it.
Okay. If you get it, you get it.
Well, hopefully I'll get it.
The day after his 21st birthday bash, Blank's sporting the worst hangover ever, and he just can't seem to find his way home. Prepare to stagger through randy, raunchy, raucous scenarios crammed full of bad manners, twisted humor, and graphic bodily functions. Unless you're a fan of violence, foul language, and racy innuendo, you'd best steer clear of this one. Warped characters. Is that it? Yeah. Warped characters meet slow-witted farm. I don't understand what this says. Warped characters, ellipses, ... meet slow-witted farm implements, a well-endowed sunflower, and a mysterious beast known only as the Great Mighty Pooh. Bizarre behaviors transform into a vampire's guano-dropping lackey.
What the hell?
Battle a caveman whose bone is worse than his bite, and storm the beach in an amphibious assault on an army of sinister stuffed bears. Frenetic multiplayer modes, team up with friends, or go it alone in 7 different multiplayer games or 5 different free-for-all arenas. I didn't bleep a single thing. Oh, I bleeped out his name. I bleeped out a name.
What in the hell is this? You thought this was going to be easy?
You definitely know this game. I just thought all of the crude, runch, all those kind of words.
Yeah, it sounded like Duke Nukem until clearly it was not Duke Nukem.
Bro, it's not Duke.
Or Booger Man.
I knew you were gonna
Unless he turned 21.
He's like 14. It's a Booger Man prequel. An origin story.
The Great Mighty Pooh.
Don't get too hung up.
Oh.
I didn't even know. This may not be a game you've played, but I'm pretty sure you've heard of it. I know you've heard of it. But I doubt you've played it.
16-bit?
No.
32?
No.
64?
He's got it.
Is it based on a cartoon on Comedy Central?
No.
That's
It's not South Park. I thought you might think that too, but
okay.
it is not a licensed game. Or whatever that question was.
I'm not. If it's not licensed, then I'm never gonna get it.
No, you will.
So it's a Nintendo 64 game.
Yes. Pretty sure this character has since. Oh, I know.
Oh!
Now I know.
Do you play as a human?
No.
Do you play as a squirrel?
Yep.
Is it Conker's Bad Fur Day?
It is.
I did know the Great Pooh. I knew it was Conker.
See, I don't remember that.
I only know that because it was on some list of best weirdest bosses or something.
Was he really?
Like
Was
that.
he just a
He
giant
was a
poo?
giant poo. He would shoot. He would throw poop at you and stuff. It was horrible. Conker's 21.
I get it.
What is that?
That's pretty old for a squirrel.
Yeah,
He's like 100.
Squirrels don't live to be 21 years.
They're like 3 or 4, I think.
All right,
Sure.
here we go. Oh, God. With vibrant graphics and pitch-perfect gameplay, Blank breaks new ground in this 8-bit adventure, I'll give you that. Become Blank, wielder of the Blank Blade, as he runs, jumps, and battles in a quest for his lost beloved. Take down the nefarious Blanks of the Blank and their menacing leader, the Blank. Uphold the virtues of Blank, earn relics and riches, and discover the true meaning of Blank justice.
I have no idea. Oh, God. Read from the beginning again, because I missed the first part.
With vibrant graphics and pitch-perfect gameplay, Blank, I almost said the name of the game, breaks new ground in this 8-bit adventure. Become Blank, wielder of the Blank Blade, as he runs, jumps, and battles in a quest for his lost beloved.
Oh, I think I might know what it is, honestly. Did this also either a sequel or a remake or just a better version of it come out on Genesis?
No. What were you thinking?
Strider?
Oh, man.
Because I thought about doing the Genesis version, but I guess that's not it. Okay, I'm back to I have no idea. Do we own this game?
We both own this game.
Okay. Well, you said that means it's not just an NES game. Wait a minute. Read it from the beginning again. I feel like we've done this game before.
With vibrant graphics and pitch-perfect gameplay, Blank breaks new ground in this 8-bit adventure. Become Blank, wielder of the Blank Blade, as he runs, jumps, and battles in a quest for his lost beloved. Take down the nefarious Blanks of the Blank and their menacing leader, the Blank. Uphold the virtues of Blank, earn relics and riches, and discover the true meaning of Blank justice.
Shovel Knight.
You did? That's not a microphone. That's a Pokeball.
That was all I could find to drop. Was that correct?
Yeah, but
Okay.
what the hell made you go from Strider to Shovel Knight? Because
of the way you
both
and
owned
we
it?
both, yeah. Because if it was an actual an actual 8-bit game, you just said, yeah, we owned it. You've done Shovel. I mean, probably not in Back to the Box. I think it was for 20 questions or something.
It might have actually been when we were doing Guess Who. It was Guess Who. Because I don't know, I didn't know for sure if he was a human or what he was. He does wear a hat.
Yeah, it was 20. Yeah, Guess Who.
We should do Guess Who.
Did you find there was an actual?
Yeah, the
There's
Wii
a
U. The Wii U. box.
Okay. Yeah.
One of the best games ever made.
Yeah.
So good. I need to play this again. our Koopa Pokeballs. He dropped that mic though, didn't he? Thank God you didn't drop your real mic. That probably would have broken our crappy laptop and had more audio issues.
We never have issues here.
No. Hey, thanks everybody for being here for episode 40. We made it to 40 episodes of the Two Player Co-op Podcast. course, you can find us on Twitter. I'm at KevinWhite24. He's at RealSeanWhite. Together, we are at 2player_co-op. If you're listening to us on iTunes or SoundCloud or Google Podcasts or Stitcher or something else where people have stolen us and put us up on the web and they're making money off us when we aren't making any money, you should check out our YouTube channel, youtube.com/something, because we're not 100 subscribers yet, so we can't get a name. We're trying to get to 100 subscribers. Please help us out. Hit the subscribe button over here. Hit that like button over here. Comment down here below. Let us know your thoughts. Does Firewatch work as a movie? Are we off base? Does it work? Does it not work? Do you love Firewatch? Have you not played it yet? Whatever it is, comment below. Let us know. Sorry, Jeremy Johns. I hope you have a copyrighted comment below and let us know. But interact with us. Let us know your thoughts on everything and the NX and everything else. Thanks for being here for 40 episodes. But hey, until next time, Sean, go ahead and take us out.
Thank you for playing.
Thank you for playing.
Whoa.